right, so I'll show this. I've made a few videos related to this, but it's late summer here. We got some rain coming in, so I wanted to get the ground worked up ahead of it. So I've got a few pieces of ground that I keep worked pretty well. So what happens is I'll hit it with the disc just repeatedly, just at different times throughout the summer. I use a pretty light pickup disc when I do it. It's not too heavy, it doesn't go too deep. So what happens is, although there'll be grass growing on it to hold it, keep the washing down through the summer and spring, it's pretty easy to come in and work up. So come in and hit this little small plot. You can kind of see the outline of it there. Goes up to there. Then I'll come in ahead of the rain that's coming in about 3 days. I'll probably come in tomorrow or the next day and sow some turnips, some wheat, just some different stuff on there. It's a little late. Most people have got their food plots out already, but I missed that opportunity for a short vacation we had planned, so I'm getting this next round in. So I wanted to show you that. Again, I've made several videos putting food plots in, but this is going to be about 2 hours worth of work. For this one, I've got another plot I've been working on as well. It's about twice this size. So this is kind of my tactic. I keep the top of the ground loose. I keep it worked up a few times a year, and then this has got a handful of passes on it. You can kind of see there as you look at the dirt. It's not too deep. Some parts are getting worked up pretty well, and then I'll just kind of move around and focus on it. Come out, sow it. Got ATV with a small harrow that I'll pull behind it. Tie to that whenever I actually sow the seed. Use that to cover it up, and then we should be good to go. So again, that's just I've said this a lot. For anybody who knows me, I always keep my ground work just a little bit. You can see the disc sitting there in it right now. That just keeps me from going too deep. I don't have a rototiller. It would be handy to have one. I just don't have one, so this is how I do it. So different day. I'm back a couple days after the first part of this video, and you're going to see me in a different food plot than the one I started this video out on. I think I'm going to run out of daylight. If you can tell, the shadows are already pretty overcast. I'm pretty sure by the time I get back to the other food plot that I actually started this video on, I'm going to be out of daylight, probably doing this by headlight. So I wanted to make the video of this plot in the daylight. So I came out, I worked it with the disc, and now I'm back. Got some rain coming in, hopefully tomorrow or the day after. And all I'm going to do now is take ATV, and I've got some turnips and then just another mix I'm going to put out, and a couple of food plots. For this, I'm just going to use an ATV. I've got a small harrow, and I'm going to turn it over. It's a little hung up, but I'm going to turn it over in a minute so that the spikes are down and are really aggressive. I'm going to come in, I'm going to aggressively hit this a little bit, get it powdered up a little bit more, get some of that dead grass that you can kind of see off the top of it. Yeah, let's see my boot here. Yeah, get some of that drug off, out of the way. Then I'm going to come back in, seed it, and I'll flip it back over to the configuration you can see it in now with the smooth side down, and just cover those seed up a little bit. So here we go. Still food plot number 2, but a little different camera angle now to drop the seed in the ground. I've got just an annual mix. Got some wheat in it, got some turnips, some rape, just some different stuff. I'm actually going to mix it up, distribute it pretty well. I'm going to go heavy with the turnips down here. Right up there is one of my favorite bow stands, and I really like what these do after the frost hits. So I'm a little heavy down on this end of it with the turnips. Give it a little wheat and other stuff mixed in. This is gonna be turnip heavy right here. This is where my ground is worked up the best, and one of my personal favorite spots to hunt. But it's a single person bow stand, so don't get a lot of children with me or anything down here. So Mix that up fairly well in my seed sower. I'm going to do a combination of hand broadcast and actually using a seed sower. So that's what she kind of looks like. The camera, you can kind of see it from there. All right. Okay, so I've got my seed sown, and before I take my drag and give a nice light drag just to kind of cover the seed up and get it in good contact with the soil, take a handful of turnip and go right down this edge over here and sow it really heavy. I like that to push the deer off to that side of this small clearing. I've got a bow stand right there in that tree that I'll hunt. That gives me an 18 to 20 yard shot right there. So go a little thick along the edges with it, just for extra credit. All right, it's sown. Now flip the drag over, get it drug in. I'm gonna put the smooth side of the drag down. Already done that in transport to get it back here to this secondary location. So, park you right over here. We'll drag it out. All right, as the dust is still settling, there you have it. It's pretty simple, pretty easy. Like I say, good rain predictions for tomorrow and really for the next 6 days, which we're in a pretty bad drought right now in the middle of Kentucky. So hopefully that will alleviate it, help some of this come up. Nothing else. I know the wheat's gonna grow good this time of year. The turnips should do well as well. So, all right, so I hope this helps. Again, it's just a different food plot than I started the video, but if you've noticed the shadows over the few minutes it's taken me to make this video, you can probably tell by the time I get back to my second plot and get it going, we're gonna be out of good daylight. So, all right, hope this helps somebody. Thank you very much for watching.